Hey, so Mary and I went to Big Lots last night, and the intention was to get some fall decorations because Big Lots is cheap. And if you look over there, those zinnias are just about dead. So we have to do something to make that area look fall-y and pretty. So I came up with the idea for a project. It actually came because I saw a really cool pumpkin, and it said, "Hello, fall," or "Yo, fall," or "What's up, fall?" I don't know what it said, but it was a fall decoration, and it was just a pumpkin, a flat pumpkin with some little flowers on the top, and it's 25 bucks. I ain't spending 25 bucks on no pumpkin that says "Yo, fall" to a hello season. Anyway, we're gonna make our own. Follow along. Okay, so what you need first is, see this? It's a piece of scrap, well, cellular PVC sheet that a really nice neighbor who moved to Florida and is now living in an RV, living my dream, left up here. Let's see, you need the PVC sheet, you need a couple of horses to hold it up. Let's see, you're gonna need a jigsaw, you're gonna need a circular saw, you're gonna need some hot glue, some clamps, and a glue gun. Oh, and two more things, Sharpie and some orange paint. That's where we'll start. Okay, next part of this is you're gonna need a wife. Hello, wife.
Hello.
You're gonna need a wife or somebody to help you. And let's see, what else do we need? Oh, I forgot. We also bought some fake flowers and stuff. We went to Joann's Fabrics and Crafts, picked these up. These are relatively cheap. And we'll show you the next stage as we go. Hey! So we're going outside to work on our project. Are you excited?
So excited.
She's excited. Okay, so what I did was I secured the board to our little horses here. Mary pointed out the fact that this thing's kind of dirty. It's always better to start with a clean surface, especially if you're going to paint it. So good on you, Mary. Next phase, I'm thinking we have this space here, and the one pumpkin I was talking about that was at odd lot was about yay wide, yay tall. We have enough to make three. 25 bucks for that other one. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to draw a simple pumpkin shape. Let's see how good I do freehand. Isn't this exciting?
So very exciting.
I think you can stop the video.
We're all in anticipation.
Okay, so now we have our three pumpkins. Woo! What do you think, Mayor?
Looking good.
Nice. Okay, back to it. Next step is going to be cutting them out. Gotta go get coffee. Coffee is essential for any project. It is. There we go. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in straight, and then as I'm coming in straight, I'll slowly curve and start following the outline. So what we did was I started cutting it, and because of the way I had it, it was kind of flappy. So what I did was I found another piece of board, this stuff here, to put underneath it, to hook this onto. this pumpkin is hanging off, so I can still cut it out because it's not going to cut through that border underneath, but that'll hold it more secure. So there you go. Okay, just wanted to show you something. When you cut something like this out, you're not always going to be able to go around the entire thing as it is. What you may have to do is you may have to do stuff like this. I came up here and went this way, right? Leaving this section here. Or actually, no, I think I came in the other way. In any case, I left this section here because it's easy enough for me to go back after and just chop that out. And it's easy enough for me to go back later and chop this little corner out. So, just a little tip. Pumpkin number 2.
Just to explain, as we cut these pieces out of here, the board gets smaller, so it's harder to figure out where to clamp it. So we had to reconfigure things so that we're able to cut this out without it bouncing all over the place.
Nice.
Pumpkin number 3.
Woo!
All done.
Woo!
Woo!
So what we're going to do is we're going to take each of our individual pumpkins, and as you can see here, we've got a kind of a rough edge because of the way this stuff is put together. It's sort of like a styrofoam. It's little pills inside it that make this stuff up. So we're just going to smooth this out before we paint it. Voila.
And there, it's all smooth.
Okay, so we're going to try this again. There's Mary.
Hello.
Hi. We found a safe place to spray paint. We've got the stuff set up, and she shook that can of spray paint until you could hear the ball loosely rattling around. We're far away from cars because with the wind, it's very easy to get paint on cars. I've done it before, believe me. And now this is step 5
Or
or
whatever
something.
it is.
Whatever step it is.
Is that good?
Oh, well, that's good enough for that one. Move on to the next one. Part of this whole thing is clean as you go. Put stuff away. You see I got the horses up. I'm going to have to sweep all of that white garbage up. And I'm putting away tools as I go. I forget that all the time. I figured I'd mention it here. Okay, sometimes art is about, yeah, this is art. Art is about sudden bursts of inspiration. Okay, what I was gonna do with the stems on the pumpkins was I was gonna do like brown. Then I looked around here and I looked at all that paint over there, and I was like, I had a can of brown paint there somewhere. It just seems that I don't. But what I do have is green that I used on the Mini, British Racing Green, and that should work just fine for the pumpkin stems. There. Let's see how this goes. We don't know if it's gonna work. I'd say that worked pretty nicely, except for that. Okay, so now we got our pumpkins, and we got our stuff.
Bags flying away.
Bags flying away?
Yeah.
What?
So, what we're planning on doing, what we think our game plan is we have these sunflowers, and we're going to try and attach them in a very nice way onto get the sunflowers set where we want them, we're going to piece in some leaves and some berry type things.
Nice.
We'll see how this works.
Cool. How awesome are you?
I don't know.
Give me one of those. Okay, so we got our first couple of sunflowers on there. And now what we're talking about doing is adding some of these. Okay. I'm thinking these guys are just kind of taped together. I'm going to break those apart. That's looking pretty, Ma.
Thanks.
Nice.
Stick this in here.
Now what do we have, Mom?
Now we have symmetry.
Symmetry.
Because Dad loves symmetry.
I just love saying it. Symmetry.
And there we go. You get that in there.
Pumpkin number
perfect.
3.
Woo! We didn't show them number 2, I don't think.
Oh wait. There's number 2. And there's number 1. And there's my beautiful wife. Oh, there's number 1. Number 3. Woo! Okay, so what we did was we took our piece of molding. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to have these run about halfway up the pumpkin. So that's the straight line. And then we're going to cut a little stake at one end of it. And as you can see, we marked out all 3. And now I'm going to do that. So let me do this first one. So we came back over here and Mary took the spray paint and spray painted, I just touched it. She spray painted the screw heads that we have affixed our stakes with. Once again, this is all scrap stuff. And we did it, baby.
We did it.
Awesome.